Good luck on that. All right, so my name's Chapo, one of the cameo DMs here at the Unnamed Adventuring Guild. This is the continuing adventures of the Platinum Wings, in the Pantheway campaign. So last left off, the cast just retrieved the plates, one of the pieces for the scales that's supposed to get rid of the chaos magic plague or whatnot. And so they learned from a sabbatical they had from Bahamut that they have to head to Kobe to help that crew or do it themselves and get the crossbar um, that is part of the scales. So right now they are doing whatever they're doing and they're getting ready to go. So with that, I'll have everybody introduce themselves from right left to right. And first will be Alex Blanco.
Hi guys. I'm Alex Blanco, also known as Alex Number 2 here on the UAG, and I will be playing Princess Paloma Windrunner. She's an Air Ganassi level 6 monk, aware of the 4 elements, and then a level 2 druid, Circle of the Moon. And yeah, very spunky, very excited. She's very spunky and very excited because I blinked and I lost my train of thought. That's
right.
it.
Next, we'll have Dell.
Hi, I'm Dell. I'll be playing Clack, a tiny little black kobold who just recently joined the party. He's a little wizard, and he's trying his very best to get better at magic and be a little bit more helpful to the party because he keeps seeing like Orin and Yuna just blasting things with magic, and Paloma beating shit up, and Rusty coming out of the ceiling and stabbing shit. So he'd like to be a little more useful, and he's been studying since the last time. So hopefully he will be.
Clack is so useful.
He's our favorite kobold. All right, and then we have Alex Newton.
I'm Alex Newton, Alex number 1 to the people in here. And I'll be playing Orn Faithus, leader of the Platinum Wings. And after receiving this new information from Bahamut and just trying to keep himself together and composed for the rest of the party, he's trying to keep himself distracted with the missions that lay ahead so that he doesn't deal with the constantly uprising issues. So he's just trying to keep himself together and keep himself composed for everyone else's sake.
All right. Now we have Sandra. I can't say your last name, sweetie. I'm sorry. Rafaela.
That's not my last name, but that's fine. My name's Sandra. I'm gonna be playing Yuna. She's a Cleric of Light and a Divine Soul Sorcerer of Helm. She's a Protector Aasimar and basically following the Platinum Wings. That's it.
All right. Then we have Brendan Dunn.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I'm going to be playing Rusty Rustling Leaves, the Kenku rogue monk and a little bit of warlock. He's having fun exploring his new Hexblade and got a couple of tricks up his sleeve, and he's having fun.
All right. Oh, I didn't know it was your second name. My bad. Okay, so you guys all eventually go to sleep, and while you're in sleep, you enter this platinum world. Okay, and you have about a week to like just enjoy life. Paloma, you end up back home and get to spend time with your father and your family and your mom and everything. And Rusty, you are just in the wind realm with the crocus, flying around with him and fucking just having a blast. And they're showing you, all the different places and everything, and just it's almost like you feel like this badass kinship with them because you're able to fly around with them and stuff, and they treat you like a brother. And
yeah.
and they give you a croaker name called Black Wind, and
Black Wind.
Yeah.
Because
because you swoop in like a black wind and destroy anything in your path.
Hells yeah.
And Clack, you, really not sure. I was gonna say that you're back home with your adoptive parents, and you guys are just having just an awesome time being around family and enjoying the kinship and everything. And you walk around town, and nobody looks at you like you're a kobold. They look at you like family, and you're just enjoying your time and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And then Orn and Una, finally, people stop bugging you guys, and you get the rest of the week to just get intimate, not sexually, but just to actually sit down and learn more about each other, because you guys really haven't had time to, actually be a couple, and so you spend the week just chilling out and being with each other. And Sandra, while you're dreaming one night, you have a dream where you're back with your parents and you are having a nice dinner one night, and your brother walks in the door, and he's grown now. He's a man, and everybody has tearful embraces, and there's no malevolence or anything like that. It's just a real vivid dream. And he tells you about his travels and stuff, and you all catch up, and you just, when you wake up, you feel a lot of love and a lot of relief. Then everything else floats in, but your mind is at ease when you're in this world. So all the bad shit that's happened so far just stays out, and you just stay in the moment of actually seeing your brother, what he would look like as a man, and you get to enjoy your niece and nephew with his wife. So it's kind of like none of that shit ever happened. You just happen to come home to visit, and like a normal life. But then the dream ends. You wake up back up on. So everybody has this blissful weekend, and then everybody wakes up, and you finish a 8-hour long rest, and Steve is watching over you guys still, and he's like, quack, quack, quack. And he pulls out a note and he shows it to everybody. So he's like, all right, you guys are done sleeping. I'm gone. See you again soon. Later. And he fucking disappears in a little ball of fur. And so you guys head back up to the Earth Temple, and you meet back up with the I forgot the guy's name. The guy that brought you down. And I'll let you guys take it from there. What do you guys want to do?
So, it wasn't just us who passed it, was it?
No, everybody eventually went to sleep, and you had your...
I was asking in character.
Oh, sorry. I shut up.
No. It was kind of nice, though. Being back home and all.
Right. Good. Glad you had a very adequate rest.
How about you guys? Where'd you go?
So nice.
Where'd you guys go?
I went back home as well for a little bit. Only it wasn't just my family who really liked me there. Everybody seemed to like me there. And they were all super happy to see me. And it was really great. And then I just shut myself in my room for a few days and read. But when they all loved me, it was great.
Oh, that's so great! And I'm just gonna pick up Clack and just swing him around. Just like, oh, that's wonderful! And I'm like, okay, Nova, you're heavy. Okay.
Hey, I'm not fat.
With a strength of 7, you are.
Hey.
All right, so if everybody look in chat, if you can't look in chat, then you'll see what I'll let you know. So, with the dream, Bahamut has blessed you all with a +2 stat bonus to your wisdom.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh, shit!
And part of the dream, he does come to each one of you, and he says the same thing, but he does it at the end of towards the end of your dream, so he's not interrupting your reverie or whatnot. He says, I confer to you this blessing, so that way it may help you in keeping the demons out. He says, go with my blessings. He says, you're all my children now. Not really, but in name.
Not really, but yeah, it's close enough.
He says, I'm watching you all, and you're not alone out there. He says, I love you all as a father, and do great things. Rid this world of the plague that is this murder. And then he disappears. By the way, he looks like a really old platinum dragonborn, like kind of hermit. His little dragon whiskers are like really long and shit. But his voice booms and it carries a very powerful presence and stuff. So when he does tell you this, you definitely feel that it's him. And then a little bit after that, finish your dreams and then wake up.
Chapo, does that stop at the cap of 20?
No. This is like as if you took
The tomb.
the tome.
Yeah,
It goes over
that's fine.
20 if it's past that.
That's dope. Does this mean you have a 22 wisdom?
21.
Oh my god.
That's badass. So,
Oh, my AC's 19. Oh shit.
okay. So what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Rusty's going to he's going to in the voice of one of the Aarakocra that he spent time with. You'll hear him explain. He's explaining. Someone's explaining to him, but he's repeating the words that they explained to him. That he has to go. There's a journey in front of him, and when he awakens, he needs to go on this journey to get the crossbar for the scales. They don't know very much about it. That Orin would know more than any, but it's very important that Rusty takes this trip. And basically, he's going to repeat the speech that was, the monologue that was given to him, saying that he needed to go on this journey.
Yes, we have to go to a place called Kobei. We've been there several times before, but we always had to teleport there through Jubei or can't remember.
Jubei. Herschel always got you guys there.
Yeah, Herschel. It's been a while since we met him.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Herschel.
So Rusty's going to go over to Paloma and kind of rib her a little bit, elbow her in the ribs a little bit. Hey.
I don't know what this means.
And then he's gonna say Paloma's name, but using Zach Nafine's voice.
Oh shit, I forgot. Oh god. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh god. And she just looks at the ring. I'm like, fuck.
Is there something
Yuna,
wrong,
I
Princess?
have literally. It's complicated.
Well, if that would be important to you, then I would say there'd be a day that you spend with them. But if it's not that important to you, then probably not.
Alex forgot, so that means Paloma forgot.
Okay.
So it's not that important.
All right. So, you guys head back. I'm guessing you're going to head back and talk to the Archmage. Or what do you guys want to do?
Well, we do have to go back to him.
Oh,
We should tell him that we're heading to Kobe.
okay. So you guys take the trip. Nothing happens. You get there within a few days. Come into town, and looks like there's recent something recently happened because a lot of the citizens are looking skeptical of you all and a little wary. And you see that one or two buildings have had fire damage, and you see. Make a perception roll for me, somebody.
Do it with my new +4.
23.
Okay.
Fine, doesn't matter.
Okay, so you'll see that there are some discolorations on the sand where the sand has been turned into glass, but it's like a black glass, and you can feel the wrongness of the sand where it was blasted. And so you see a couple other spots like that. But you see that the guard force here has been doubled. You see there's more patrols and stuff like that.
This is Yutun, right?
Yeah, this is you.
Okay.
So one of the guard captains, which in actuality you've seen more of the lieutenants and stuff walking with the guard force, and the lieutenants look a little bit more like that they use magic, and they might be either a cleric or a fighter wizard type kind of mix, because they're just the way they're decked out and stuff like that. Just kind of get a feel for them. So one of the captains runs over to you and says, this is you're in town. He says, Archmage needs to speak with you immediately. He says, we have orders if anytime if you guys come back into town, he asks that you see him immediately. And he doesn't escort you, but he walks with you guys if you head towards, back to where the Archmage Tower is.
So as we pass one of the scorched sand areas, Rusty's going to point to it and ask the guard captain, "What's that?"
He says, "Well, is that not being remembered? You said some of the dark forces attacked the town a few days ago." He says, and from what I understand from the Archmage, the Smurg is what it's called, showed up in town looking, and he took a bad hit, but he was able to call down his divine energy and get the Smurg to leave finally. But since we lost 33 of the guard force, and he says the creatures that were killed, we're burning them on the outside of town because the taint and the smell was getting to the people. He says we didn't want any of the taint that was left from them to corrupt the town. You could see where some of the blast points, like almost like the blackness of it had started like tendriling out, kind of, sort of. But you also see around it that there's some glyphs where it looks like some of the clerics have put circles around them, and there's like these. There's like a trio of like poles stuck in the ground with chains around it, and the chains are glowing with a white light. Um, so, yeah. He says, "Yeah, we had a time." He says, "We fought it for about 3 hours, and finally we pushed him out." He says, "We thought we had him. We thought we had him at the gate to keep him out, but the smirk thing showed up, and he blasted the gate, and he just walked through town with this unearthly voice, just so loud and just it's like I've never witnessed anything that powerful before." He says, "But some way the Archmage, he stopped him. He blasted him with this white light. Just he guess he heard the smirk thing, but not enough before he took a blow himself. But then he disappeared. All of his forces started retreating. We fought him out at the city." He said that's why there's so many patrols right now. We're making sure that everything has been taken care of. We've been screening some of the townfolk. Apparently, some of the townfolk were some of his people. He says, but that's the gist of it. He says, but we need to get you there as soon as possible. I'll see any of you have more questions. You can walk and talk. You got a little bit if you want to ask more questions. But you guys are heading there at a fast pace.
Did any civilians get hurt?
This is yes. It's quite a few.
I'm just gonna walk up to Orn. I'm just gonna say, how long are we just gonna keep a trail of destruction wherever we go? First Labosia, now here? You think the Earth Temple will be next?
It's better that we don't talk about it.
Well, I mean, we have to talk about it at some point.
Not here, not in front of everyone who can listen. Just remember, we're part of the solution.
Just feels like we're making everything worse.
Kevin says, well, young one, sometimes with beings like this, he is going to try and make things as worse as possible to dishearten you and stray you from your path. He says, trust me. He says, the good that I've seen you do and the stories I've heard, you guys are on the right path. He says, I think that's why he attacked the town. He wants to get to you before you can reach whatever pinnacle of strength you all have together. He says, trust me, when we were fighting those beasts, he says, the only way we won out was together. He says, keep that in mind and in your heart. You'll win out the day. He says, if not, well, then we'll all die horrible deaths.
I'm not laughing.
Look at it.
He's like, sorry. He's like, sorry. That's just the way it goes sometimes. You gotta be pragmatic about these things. He says, but we're here, so I'm sure the Archmage wants to talk to you besides you hearing me talk. He says he's waiting for you in his room. So, you all come in, everybody in the place. Some of them have mixed looks. Some of them look thankful, as if, the saviors have walked in, and they, thank the gods you're back. Thank you. He says, please hurry, the Archmage needs to talk to you. And so you guys are ushered as fast as you can go upstairs, and you get into the room, and the Archmage is there is 4 clerics in there, and Archmage is in a bed. You see this on his right torso. He has this gaping hole in his chest. You see, looks like he's having a little bit of labor drinking and breathing. One of the characters had just fed him another potion or whatnot. And you see that the wound is attempting to close, but it's doing it really slowly. Like the energy that he was hit with is it heals and then it fights back, and it heals and fights back. It looks like it might have been bigger because you see new skin about 3 inches past the hole, and you can see that it's trying. It's just gonna take time. He says, he says, you're here. He says, obviously you've heard the news. He says, no pleasantries, no time to waste. He says, my God communed with me, and he's helping me fight this. He says, but it's hard. He says,
Is there anything we can do to help you?
He says, no. He says, I thank you, but this is just going to take time. And when it does heal, and he kind of puts his hand around where the hole is. He says, it's going to leave a scar.
I've heard scars are very manly.
He says, I believe it is too. He says, it's okay. He looks at Orin. He says, Orin, you know what you do?
Somewhat. The directions are pretty vague at the moment.
Says,
I know what we have to do. I just don't know how we'll get there.
He says, well, I believe I have a solution. And he kind of nods off for a second and then wakes back up and he says, this is an old friend showed up yesterday. He says, I believe he will help you out. He says, but I believe he's in the, he starts to nod out again and then he wakes up and he says, Herschel's here. He says, I believe he'll help you get there. He says, if not, I have a way to. He says, but it will weaken me. But if he can't, then I'll get you there.
No, I think it's best for you to just rest.
And one of the clerics goes to feed him another potion. He's like, not now. Just give me a little bit. And you see that he's got crusty shit around his mouth where they've been feeding him potions left and right to try and get this shit to heal. And you see that the clerics are also, they all look exhausted, like they've just been pouring as much energy as they can to heal this.
Can I make a medicine check on him?
Yeah.
$21.
All right. What are you trying to find out what it is?
Yep.
Okay. So from the meeting, the first meeting that you have with the Smurg, the feeling the darkness upon darkness, you feel that just radiating in like a ball where his chest is. You feel that the darkness is trying to consume him, and that it's fighting back the magics that are healing him as fast as it's eating at him. It's healing him. So they're almost like a standstill. It's almost like he's fighting it back slowly but surely. But it's just going to take time.
Does that mean he's cursed?
No, he's not cursed. He just has like when you touch them and you feel them, you feel this powerful divine spirit, but you also feel blight in the spirit, and you feel all the energy of the spirit fighting it at the same time as it's trying to consume them.
Well, any way that I could help him?
Yeah, you can cast a heal on them if you want.
Well, no, I would probably cast protection from good and evil on him. Do I have that actually? I don't know. No, never mind. I don't have that. But try to remove the curse. If he has a curse, like I don't fucking know what it is. So
Well, pick a spell and cast it on him.
sure,
Whatever
like
your
since
most
I can't
powerful.
tell if it's a curse or not, I will just try to remove it with remove curse.
You have to roll or something. All right, roll me, cast it, and roll me an Arcana check.
Well, I'm really bad at Arcana.
Okay. Well, what about religion? You bad at religion?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. I'm good at insight, medicine, fucking intimidation.
So no religion.
Yeah. Okay. 5.
Okay. So what's your most hardcore healing spell?
Well, basically anything that is 5th level, so cure wounds, I would assume. And if you call reviving a person hardcore, then revivify.
All right. So why don't you cast the two at the same time, and roll me a concentration check.
Sure.
I'll help out with a healing word.
All right.
So bloop.
Clack
That's
will sort of
22,
sit in the back and
22 on my concentration.
Okay. So you cast the two spells at the same time, and you're able to hold both the magics in at the same time and aim them towards the center of the ball. You see, and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Sure, that's 24.
All right. So you're able to keep the darkness that is in there from invading you, and you're able to, what you feel like, start to kill it. And you see the wound closes another 1.5 inches, but that is as far as you can get. He says,
Okay.
but you see some of the color come back to him. And you see his breathing is less ragged, and the wound is closed a little bit more. But it's great because it helps make headway towards the fight.
Okay.
He says, thank you. He says, that does help. He says, but I can't have you here all day doting on me. He says, you have a mission. This is Orn. Find Herschel. He's here somewhere. Get on the road. He says, you don't need to be here. He says, in my state, I won't be able to fight the Smirgoff again. And if he comes back, we're done. And you can't face him right now. He says, you need to go. He says, get out. He says, thank you all. He says, get your ass and get on it. And he passes out. He's still alive. Clerics are casting a spell on him to see what he's doing. They look at you, and then he's fine. He's alive. He's sleeping. He says, but if you're here when he wakes up, he's going to be very pissed. Like, thank you. They look at you and all the rest of you that help. They say, thank you very much. He says, this definitely makes headway and gives us a step ahead. He says, but you need to go.
Let's get moving. And I turn my back to the group and him and start heading back outside.
Okay. So you head down. Everybody follows after they say their goodbyes or whatever. You get down to the antechamber or the lobby or whatever, and Herschel is leaning against one of the columns in there. He looks up. He's like, "Hey,
Hello.
we need to go."
Herschel!
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Please tell me you have some good news.
He says, "I have news. Some of it's good, some of it's bad."
Uh,
He says, "But we'll find out."
I'll take it.
So he says, he told me what he knows. He says, "Let's walk and move while we." He says, "Now is the time for you to get anything you need from town before we head out." He says, "We need to leave as soon as possible." He says, "I have a ride. You're not going to like it." He says, "But it will get us to where we need to go faster than taking steeds."
And you know where we need to go?
He says, "Yeah, go back to my home, right?"
In Kobe?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
He says, "But we're going to take a different route. And for that, I'm going to have to." He says, "Well, I'm going to have to make a deal with a not so much devil, but it has to be done to get you where you need to go."
Understood.
What?
This is all explained on the way. He says, "Anybody need to hit the stores before we go?"
Yeah, I could use some potions.
Clerics in there are like, "We have potions here." He says, "Take them."
Yeah, you have graders. I could use that.
He says, "I have 3 graders, and I have about 12 regular healing potions that you can have." He says, "But the others I have to keep for on hand if anything else happens." And you look in the cabinet, and there's probably about 50 healing potions in there of different kinds. He says, "That's what I can part with right now." He says, "I'm sorry."
How much will all of them be?
He says, "There's no cost." He says, "Take them." He says, You're doing the God's work." He says, "Bless you all." He says, "I wish you good fortune, and may your divine strike true." And you see, he actually is like going through the motions of like blessing you guys. It's not really like a bless. He's just kind of saying a prayer, you know.
I'm
And
still
the
gonna
rest
give her 500 gold.
He says, "All right." He says, "Well, I'll use this for the poor to feed them and whatever else we need." He says, "I know I'm not going to talk you out of it, so fine." He goes and walks over. He puts it in this strong box behind one of the desks.
You know, just use it on something.
Yeah. So he gives those. Herschel says, "Well, if that's all you need, it's fine." It says, "If not, then we need to hit the stores and let's go because we need to hit the road here soon."
Hey, Yuna.
What is it, Paloma?
For some reason, I'm less excited about this shopping montage.
That's because we don't have a lot of time and we don't really can't waste any more of it, so there's not going to be a montage.
Okay. Mini montage. Here we go. Woohoo. And she'll just mopily go to the market.
Right. So, since you guys are not going to do that,
Not gonna do what?
are you guys going to shop or are you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you guys need? What are you looking for?
I will give Yuna where'd they go? There they are. I'll give her 7 gems worth 10,000 gold coins each, and 1 gem worth 5,000 gold.
Damn.
And I'll say, get what you need. I'll be trying to work out what's going on with Herschel and try to coordinate better.
Thank you.
All right. So, what you need, man? Let's do this.
I'm just gonna get a drink, and I might be back in about 20 minutes or so.
That's fine.
Depends on what I'm doing.
All right.
Paloma's just gonna be looking for one thing, and that's braces of defense.
Okay. So make an investigation roll for me.
Oh. Hey, Clack, you want to come?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Did you want me to keep my eye out for something specific?
Yes, some bracers.
All right, I will. I'll look real hard for you.
Thank you, because I got no bonus to investigation.
I'm
And I rolled a
going to-
6.
I'm going to come along with you guys.
Right.
Well, I didn't roll much better than you. I rolled an 8, but I have a +8 to investigation, so 16.
Oh, okay. We good.
What about you, Yuna? Any?
I rolled a 21 on investigation.
All right.
Jesus
That'll help.
Christ.
Okay. So you take the two, you and the girls head to the market, and you head to this one particular shop that you guys have been to before, and the person behind the counter says, "Ha, somber times." He says, "What are you looking for?"
Things that'll just help, really. But if you want to be more specific, some bracers of defense.
Okay. You can need a box like that?
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
I was like, why? Why keep that heavy box on top of a pizza?
Yeah. So, he says, okay. He says, yes, I have a pair here.
Ooh, how much?
Let's see. I gotta find out what a pair of rare items are.
Get your phone out like keep moments now.
He says, okay, let me check. He says that's going to be 4,000 gold pieces.
4,000? Got it. Hold on. Yuna, give me your pack.
Here you go, Paloma.
Thank you. And I will hand him 400 platinum.
Okay. So he gives you the item. They do require attunement.
That's fine.
I'm sure you know what they are already.
Yep.
Right. Anybody else looking for anything else?
I think
Yep.
Rusty's looking for something.
Rusty, yeah.
Rusty's not exactly looking for something, but if someone were to see a manual of quickness of action, Rusty would really be able to use that a lot.
Okay.
It would make him so sneaky, he wouldn't be able to see himself.
Okay, so roll me an investigation.
Can I help Rusty out with that? Because I'd be going through like bookstores and stuff looking for any arcane tomes or spell scrolls or things like that I could use.
You give him an advantage.
Okay.
You have investigation as a skill?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get an advantage.
I also divided the health potions so that everyone knows how many health potions you get. I think that's fair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the health potions.
Yep.
Right. Change my shit.
All right. Rusty, did you roll?
Sorry, yeah, I rolled a nat 20 for a total of 22.
Okay, so yeah, you find one, but it's going to be 50,000 gold pieces.
Shit.
That is the base value of it.
Damn. Oh, is it like legendary?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was very rare. I didn't think it was legendary.
if you want to try and persuade him, you can. Which one do you guys want to haggle with him?
I can assist you with that.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can do my old tactic where I just drop a spear on the ground repetitively and show him my butt.
I have a 27
Bend and
on
snap.
persuasion.
Yeah, the bend and snap. I like that. I'm gonna copyright it.
If you're with me, I have a 27 on persuasion.
Sounds
Alright.
great.
Jesus Christ.
I get +9.
Okay.
I have
So,
no chance.
all right. So he says, because it's you all. He says, I'll take off 16,000. He says, but that is highway robbery for me. He says, I'll give it to you for that, which puts it at 34,000.
Rusty will look to Yuna. Because, I'll be honest, I don't know how much money he has.
Oh, really?
I have
You
no
don't
idea how much.
not keep track of this. I wrote it down, like, yeah, I got it. Like, I did not write it down.
He's got
I
a couple
was
thousand.
writing, yeah, I was writing it down, so I remember maybe 20K. Maybe 20K. I don't know.
Okay. So he would need 16 from you.
And Rusty, kind of borrow some
Sure.
money.
Sure.
Since he,
lends you 16K.
Yeah. So he says, can I borrow some money in Ron Burgundy's voice?
actually, I'll use your money. I'll use your voice to say, honey, can I have some money? From you
Don't
talking to
push
Orange
it,
last time.
Rusty. Don't push it, Rusty. And she holds out takes out the.
Alright, so. Okay, so he says, alright, deal.
Sweet.
There you go. So you have to take, I forgot how long it is for it to work, but you have to read it and follow the things or whatever it says. But I think it takes about 8 hours of studying it for it to finally take effect.
You need 48 hours over a period of like X number of days or something like that, I think. Or like
6 days.
You gotta do a
Yeah.
hella ton of reading.
yeah, you have to read like a lot. I can double check.
I think it's when it
It is.
Within, like,
That's
a
what
week.
it is.
Yeah.
Consider
it's read like 2 days worth.
Mhm.
It says if you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer
6 days.
studying the book's contents and practicing the guidelines, your dex will increase by 2.
Not even
As
a
your-
week.
As does your maximum for that score. The manual then loses magic, but regains it in a century. So yeah, you find one. You can spend the next 48 hours or between a little bit of sleep in there. You can take 2 levels of exhaustion and go ahead and just cram, but then it'll increase by 2.
Have 2 levels of
It's probably gonna take about 4 days for you guys to get to where we're going anyways by the means that we're gonna travel. Alright, so
Rusty will then take almost all of his time that isn't actively doing something else to practice the moves in the book. You'll see him, if we're riding horseback, he'll be practicing on top of the horse because he's ridiculously dexterous already.
Alright, anybody else?
Yeah. Isn't there like also a tome that increases wisdom?
Alright, so roll an investigation roll.
That's
So-
not gonna be good this time. I only have +3.
Somebody can give you a
Or look with me. Don't give me assistance. Just look with me, please. I rolled a 16.
Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, I'll look with you. I love books.
Rusty can't help me look for that.
I'll allow 2 people to roll, each with advantage. you don't get as high as I want it to be, then you're not going to find it. So,
I got 2 10s.
Rusty, I would like you to investigate because I think you're good at this. Please help me. I just lent you money.
No, absolutely. Rusty will absolutely.
Money. Help me.
Oh dear God. My first roll is a nat 1.
What is book?
Oh Jesus.
Well,
I literally rolled a 1 and then a 2.
okay. So,
yeah, no.
did you already do both your rolls?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a 16 for my first roll, and my second roll is an 8. So no.
All right. Yeah, you can't find it. There. Nobody has it.
Well, that's
All right.
too bad.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Relatively. What's up?
Yeah. So they're looking for a tome of understanding. But they didn't find it. So.
Is there a Warple sword?
I'm telling you now, there's not going to be a Warple sword.
I wish.
That is a quest.
And now I rolled a 20. Fuck you. Fuck you, die. God damn it. Okay.
Even with you critting, that is not something.
Well, it's not there. It's not there. Like.
No, well, just period. Even if it was there, it would be a quest, and we don't have time for that at the moment. Now you get the information. You got to lead to somebody that might have one. Okay. But that is something else you'll have to do at a different date.
Okay. What about a +1 or 2 mithril half plate?
All right. Roll investigation.
22.
Okay, so you find somebody that has mithril half plate. It's only a +1.
Okay, that's still better than what I have. So, how much would that be?
I'm looking that up now.
Expensive.
Yeah. Come on. It's a rare item, so it's going to cost probably about, I want to say, mithril doubles it. So it's going to be about 10 grand, I think. That sound about right, Alex?
Sure, man.
Sure, bro.
Okay, so it's the city is kind of hesitant because of what just happened. So, but they're more in favor towards you guys because you're part of the solution. So, I'm gonna say that it's going to be 8,000.
And can I try to push that down with my persuasion?
No, that's with it.
All right. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, sure. So that's a +1 mithril half plate. Cool. I'll buy that for 8,000.
Now he says I have some other stuff. He says I have a same type of armor, but it has other benefits.
Which would be?
He says I have some with let's see, I'm looking. He says I have some with resistance to a certain type of you be resistant to something. He says I gotta look and see what I have.
A half plate with resistance. That sounds not too bad, actually. Yeah.
He says this one would be. He said this one's resistant to lightning.
Is it a +1 though?
It's +1 half plate, but it is a lot more expensive than the other stuff.
And you only have lightning?
He says this is the only thing I got, lady. He's like,
Oh.
Can't you be happy with that? He's like,
Well,
"Shit."
I'm just shopping.
He's like, "Don't you see the state of the city?" He's like, I'm surprised I have this left.
How much is that?
He says, "This is 16,000."
Sure, I'll take it.
It requires attunement. By the way.
No, then I cannot take it. I am done with attunements. Well, then I just take the normal mithril half plate for 8,000.
Okay.
That's fine. Yep.
Anything else?
Well, does he have boots of elven kind?
Yeah.
Cool.
So those are. He says those are 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take those.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody?
I don't know.
Just as we're going through bookstores and stuff, looking for stuff for Rusty, I'll also be checking out to see if there's any like arcane tomes or anything that, like any spell scrolls or something that look interesting.
What are you looking for?
Just sort of useful, like level 3 and such spells, like two or three spells.
All right.
See if there's anything I can add to my repertoire.
Sorcerer or wizard?
Wizard.
Hey. Let's see. Roll percentile on that one. Okay. You find a haste spell.
Ooh.
Find. Okay, you don't find that one. You find Sleet Storm. Vampiric Touch. You find that. You find that. You find Lift of Warding. And I think that's, and there's, no, it's not that, that's not in there. Yeah, there's a protection from energy. So those are the spells that are in there.
Okay. Can I bring up the haste and the glyph of warding spells and see how much they would cost to purchase?
Yeah. Alex, I really haven't sold a lot of scrolls, so any idea here what they would be? Would it be they go up in rarity and spell slot, or what?
I think depending on the spell slot, they're more expensive. I'd have to check.
Yeah, it's based on the spells themselves.
They're third level spells.
Yeah.
All right. So what is it? Goes up in rarity.
I think scrolls pretty much have their own pricing.
Yeah, I know there's a table for it. Like I saw it just recently. I can't remember if I saw it in the Dungeon Master's
Third level
Guide.
spells cost 500 gold each. Actually, that's describing a scroll.
Okay.
So it'd be 1,000 gold each
For each level?
spell.
All right.
No, for a third level.
All right. So it's 1,000 gold pieces per spell.
And Clack will look at them both and reluctantly put back the glyph of warding and purchase the haste one.
Okay. All right. So you get haste.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Oh, that's me.
All right. So you guys head back over to thing. All right. So Orin, you're talking to Herschel, right?
Yeah.
He says, "Well," he says, "I'm going to have to talk to somebody and make a deal to get you guys out there that fast." He says, "I'm not looking forward to it." He says, "But uh, to get you guys out there as fast as I want to get you out there, then it's kind of worth it."
It's
says,
not just
"But,"
a matter of us getting there. It's also a matter of when we get there.
he says, "Well," he says, "if I think I know what this guy can get me, we can get there within about 4 days instead of 2 or 3 weeks."
I mean, how do I say this?
Say it like you say it.
We need to go back in time.
He says, "I understand."
So I think us traveling there will be less of an issue if we go back in time rather than traveling there first.
He says, "I know, but he says the person I have to deal with is actually here, and if I'm correct, then they should be able to send us there to the point we need at that specific time."
All right. Just wanted to make sure you knew.
He's like, "Oh no, I got a visit too." Jubei told me.
Right.
You know how he is. He knows just about everything, almost. So he says, "All right, hope girls are back and rested." He says, "If you guys are ready, then we'll go." So he heads over to.
Sorry, one last thing. Can I find like 3 or 4 diamonds, each 300 gold? As spell components, basically.
Yeah, on your way out back to the place, you stop by jewelers, and they're easy to find.
So I'll buy 4 for each 300 gold, or are they more expensive?
They're exactly what they cost.
Cool.
All right, so you get back. Herschel's talking to Orin. Orin, you guys come up, and he says, "All right, we need to go. Follow Herschel. Go get us where we need to go." He's like, Herschel's like, "You got everything you need at this particular moment." He says, "But once we go, we're gonna go do what we need to do, and then we'll be there. And there's no coming back here at all for a while."
Do we have enough rations?
He's like, that probably won't be a thing."
Yeah, we have Rusty. We're good.
He says, "All right, seems like everybody's ready."
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he says, "All right, follow me." So you head towards the arcane school, but instead of going up the front steps, you go around the back of it to this it's basically like a manhole, and he pops it open. He pulls out a potion and he drops it in there. You hear this boom. He says, "All right, let's go." He slides down the ladder, which goes down about 30 feet, and then he walks about 10 feet, and there's another hatch. He opens that up, and he drops another potion down it. Boom. And he slides down another 30 feet. So by the time you're done, you've traveled about 150 feet underground. You get to this heavily warded adamantine door, and he pulls out this really intricate looking, like, kind of hexagon key. You guys have seen the movie The Mummy, right?
Yep.
You know, that key that they use to open the coffin? It's kind of look like that. Okay.
Oh.
So he pulls that out, It looks really, really fucking ancient, too. He sticks it on the door. He turns it, pulls it off, and then all the things start going clink, 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 clink. And for about 10 seconds, this thing's just going clink, 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 clink. Finally, the door, he's like, step back. He steps back about 15 feet. And then this door just goes shh, kunk, shh, kunk, shh, kunk, shh, kunk. And then it pulls open, and the door is probably about 10 feet thick. And it swings out on these hinges. And you smell the sweet smell of decay push out of stagnant air. He says, all right. He says, he pulls out this wand, and he casts a spell, and he taps each of you on the head. He says, this is one of my own spells. He says, it's protection from greater evil. He says, you'll be okay. And then he casts it on himself. He says, all right, let's go. He walks through passageway about 20 feet long. And you come out the other doorway, and it's another door is there about the same size. And once you get through, he touches this little lever thing on it, and it closes back. And you can see the other door closing at the same time. So there's about 20 feet worth of metal. And he says, all right. He looks at Orin and Yuna. He says, whatever you do, he says, do not attack what I'm going to talk to. Do you understand?
Yes.
Let's just get this over with.
He says, I know you're not going to like it. He says, but I need your word, Orin.
I have enough self-control. Like I said, let's get this over with.
He says, all right. Good enough for me. He walks. So you're walking down corridors. Some of the walls on the side, the corridor is probably about 30 feet wide. And on the sides of the corridors, every once in a while, you see a door with bars. And you see hands reach out, tentacles. You know your shit is like pinging for like evil all through this fucking passageway. You can feel power of demons and fiends and shit like that just reaching out towards you guys. And Herschel looks back. He says, stay the course. Stay the course. You get down to the end of the hallway, which is probably about 250 feet long. You get to a door. He pulls out the same thing. He opens the door, and it slides to the left. And inside, there is this sitting on a chair. This guy right here.
Oh,
Or that guy.
looks great.
So
He's like-
attractive.
Yeah. He says, Orin. Oh,
I like the quadruple chin.
He says, Herschel. And the voice is disturbing. The voice is disturbing you. Love you too. Voice is disturbing, and obviously he's of demon origin or fiend or whatever. He says, Herschel, long time no see, my doggy friend. He says, what are you doing coming to see me? He says, well, I'm Nizu. He says, I need your help. He says, I need one of your time portals. He says, ah. He says, well. He says, you know that is a very potent and powerful spell. He says, Yeah, I know. He's like, you know what my payment is. He's like, yeah, I know. He says, but I can't give it to you at this particular moment. He says, I will give it to you. He says, okay. He says, why can't you give it to me? He says, well, in my present company that needs to go at a different time cannot witness what I do. He says, well, have them step outside. He says, I need payment before I do this. He says, very well. He turns to you, 5, and he says, step outside, please.
Close my goddamn screen door. Kids.
And the devil says that on the way out. Close my goddamn screen door.
So Rusty's going to go out, and as soon as he steps out, he's immediately going to stealth and try and slip back in.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So you do that, and Herschel says, Rusty, please don't fuck with me right now. Now is not the time.
Rusty's going to look around innocently and then slip back outside.
Do you like your feathers black?
Rusty runs outside.
So he closes the door behind you guys. And even though the doors have slots you can see through them, you can't see in the room. So, do you want to know what he does and just not know, like, character-wise, or...
Can I use my boon to see, like, into the future and sort of see what he's doing? Try and see what he's doing in there?
No.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
If I tell you I'm telling you as the GM, hey, this is what happens, but your characters will have no knowledge of what happens.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
if that's going to fuck with you at all, then, because it is disturbing.
I'm not gonna listen then.
It
Type
doesn't
in
matter.
chat when to come back. I don't care. I want to keep the immersion real.
Okay.
So the only reason I was having Rusty do it is because that's what Rusty. It seems to me that that's what Rusty would do. Oh, somebody's doing something secret. I got to see this.
Okay.
Someone's trying to hide something. I got to find it.
All right. So, does anybody else want to hear what happens?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll just type it to you in Discord, Rusty, real quick.
Oh no! If it's personally,
big deal.
I'm curious, but
That's what I'm saying.
okay, sounds good. Oh damn, that's sick. No, he hasn't typed anything in. Kind of feel like this is going to be like a hashtag #MeToo moment.
Okay, never mind. I'm like, I will leave my headphones. Like, pushing them against my bed. So I can't hear shit.
No, he's going to type it to me on Discord. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to ruin it for everybody else. I won't screw up your immersion.
Thanks.
Alright, sent to you. Alright, so after a few minutes, Herschel opens the door, and the dude is, he says, I need the diamonds, Herschel. He says, alright. He pulls out 4 large diamonds, and he hands them over to him. He says, okay. So he starts ritual casting something, and the diamonds float off his hand, and they start circling him. Okay, and after about a minute of him doing this bluish energy connects between the 4 of them in a circular motion, and they hover over his head while they're still spinning and go over and move over to like by where the wall is, and a portal comes to life in it, and it looks kind of like a wormhole, but with like you ever seen Star Wars when they go into warp speed or they go to light speed, how everything blurs? That's kind of how it looks, like that. Okay. He says, okay. He says, complete. And he claps his hand once, and the diamonds burst, and then the diamond shards start circling with it. And then you see at the end of the portal, or at the end of when it comes down to like a tunnel, you can see like you can see kobei out there, or you can see like a forest and stuff out there. He hands Herschel a block of obsidian. He says, here. Or Herschel takes it. He says, okay. He says, when it's time, he says, just crush that, and the portal will open back. He says, I won't bring it back here. He says, it'll go up topside. He says, all right. He says, our dealing is complete. He says, all right. He says, he looks at you all and he says, where you need to be is through that portal. And he sits back down, and you can see that like his mouth is salivating, and he keeps like touching the bottom of his chair, like in anticipation. His fingers start like drumming on him. He's like, quickly, now, quickly. So Herschel's like, looks at him kind of with like a sneer, kind of sort of, and he says, come on, let's go through the portal.
I walk through.
All right. Everybody?
Rusty's right behind Orin.
All right. So you all walk through, and as you're walking through, you feel like this pull at you as you walk through, like from all around you. It feels like it's pulling at you, and it's almost feel like time kind of stops once you get towards the center of the tunnel, and there's 1 second where you actually kind of stop moving, and then you fast forward and start moving faster again, and then you're out of the portal. Everybody goes through that, and then when you step out, Herschel comes out west, and then the portal twirls to a pinpoint, and then it disappears. He says, all right. He says, this is 50 years in the past. He says, we are in Kobei. He says, I should strike that, reverse it. All right, so while you're moving through, 4 days elapses, okay? And in between that, you are in this like dream state. So anything you want to do in between those 4 days, you can do it. Rusty, you can read your book and whatnot and stuff. So by the time you come out on the other side, everything that you needed to attune or read or whatever, it happens. Okay, it's almost like you're living in both of the actions of you walking through and you actually having downtime in your head, if that makes sense or not. But by the time you get at the other side, it's been 4 days. But you're 50 years in the past. So,
if we can during the whole 4-day kind of travel, if I can do some, I will go and pull Clack aside if I can, and I'm just gonna say, Clack, can I talk to you for a second?
Of course, princess. What did you need?
Well, first of all, I have a gift for you.
Ooh, I love gifts.
It's this! And I pull out this ring that she usually wears now instead. It's like, this is a ring that keeps me safe, if you want it.
Ooh, it's so pretty. Are you sure you don't need it anymore?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you, Paloma.
And there's one thing that I really wanted to talk to you about. and she pulls out this sword, this little tiny sword. And you can see it's incredibly gold, like shining gold, and it's got like all these inlays and all this stuff, and it's like just shining everywhere. And I got this a few days ago with Jubei. And it's... Can you check it out for me for a second?
It's beautiful. Oh, I can tell why dragons hoard gold now. It's so pretty. Oh yeah, no, I can identify that. Just give me a few minutes with it, and I will have this completely identified for you. And I'll hold it, and I'll start concentrating on it and casting identify.
This is my luck blade. That's why yesterday, just because Paloma doesn't know magic and some powerful stuff she's feeling from it.
Okay. He'll focus on it for about 10 minutes and everything, and you'll see like little sort of sparks coming off his fingers as he's like running them along the blade, and he'll look back at Paloma and be like, "This is a luck blade. It's super lucky."
I mean, the thing is that there's like, I can feel like there's a wish in it.
Ooh. You know what? I bet there is. I can feel there's some sort of strong magic in it. And yeah. Well, I mean, are you going to use the wish or are you going to save it?
I don't know. I was thinking, ever since we got to Utun, I was thinking just to wish the smurg away.
It's a good use of wish, but I'm not sure how well it would work. Even wishes have their limitations, and when you're dealing with an entity as powerful and godlike as the smurg, I don't know if it would help entirely. It can probably do a lot of things for you, but I feel like the gods are beyond its grasp.
Well, okay. I just wanted to talk to you just because you know about magic and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've only read things about the wish spell. It's far beyond my ability to cast, but I have heard things about it, and it can alter reality. So there's always a chance, but
I never rolled for that, did I? To see how many.
I rolled with Matt yesterday. I've only got one.
Okay.
Because it's 1d4 minus 1 charges, and I rolled a 2. I've got one single wish on it. But yeah,
So-
I don't know. I thought it would be safe with you, so just can you keep it a secret for now?
I will keep your secrets till the grave.
Thanks, and I'll just hold out my pinky.
And I will stretch up on my tiptoes and pinky swear with you.
Thanks, Clack.
No problem.
Also, I just thought I'd let you know, in my flaws section, it says I can't keep a secret to save my life or anyone else.
Oh, God damn it.
Awesome.
Worst person, too. Oh, Clack.
I'm
You
so
let me down. We
Well-
pinky swore.
I haven't said it yet, but it's one of those things that if somebody mentions something, I'm like, oh yeah, she got a wish blade.
Oh. God dang it, Clack.
He'll try real hard. It's a secret.
We could just wish this away. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So, Virgil says we are about an hour away from Lord or We are about an hour away from the Kage fortress.
Kage, who's that?
Well, this is in Kobe. There is an emperor, and he's like the king, basically. And then every one of his provinces is run by a feudal lord, okay, which controls everything in there. And so the province that we are in, which is my home province, is owned or ran by a very just and good lord, and his name is Lord Kage. He has a son, the prince. It's like Yoshimatsu Kage or something like that. He says, and he's the one that mainly goes out and does the hard missions and stuff, along with his guard captain Hanzo. He says, first person we probably need to talk to is Hanzo, and then we'll talk to see if Hanzo thinks it's a good idea to bring these other adventurers with us.
Herschel, since we traveled back in time, basically, do you think there will be any chance that I actually might be able to prevent my brother from his fate and actually save him before he gets rescued, kidnapped?
He says, he turns to you and he looks you straight in the eye. He says, no. As much as it hurts me to tell you that, no. Sorry. I wish there was some other way, but I have neither the power or the capability to make that happen for you.
I understand.
He says, but he walks over and he grabs your hand and he says, I wish I did, but I don't. He says, I know. He says, I don't know your pain. He says, but I can understand it.
Thank you.
Yeah. He says, we need to get going. He says, well, this is what I got. He pulls out this little stone ladybug, and he kisses it and drops it on the ground, and it grows to a ladybug about the size. It's a huge ladybug, size-wise. And on top of it, there's a little basket. He says, up you go.
I climb up.
Yeah, I'll climb on too.
Okay. So
I'll help back up.
Oh, thank you, princess.
It's all right. Friends till the end.
Brendan lost internet, so he's trying to get back in.
Enter.
Be back in a little bit. So, you guys, ladybug lifts off. Oh, he had to. All right.
It's cool. It's cool.
I was looking at a different screen while you guys were doing it. Sorry. So he lifts off, and you guys fly. While he's flying, you see Herschel pull out a little whistle, and he toots a little toot on it. And you see him perk his head to the right a little bit, and he lifts his left ear. He says, okay. He says, he'll meet us outside of the keep or the castle. So they land. You can see in the distance. You can see Orkage's castle because it pokes over the tree line a little bit. He says, "All right," and so Ladybug flies in, lands, and Hanzo's standing there. He's like, "Herschel." He says, "Ah." He says, he points at each of you and he says, "You're Orn, you're Yuna, Clack, Paloma, and Rusty, right?"
Seems that you can see through time then.
He says, "Well, I have many talents."
He knows our names. We must be famous.
Oh my god, I didn't think of it like that. We're so famous, we're famous in the past.
Right.
He says, "No, little one, I communed this morning and I was told what was going to happen."
Oh, well, why'd you bring my hopes down? Come on. Should have let me be cool.
He smiles. He says, "Yes, you are famous."
Nah, it's too late.
It's alright, you're still cool.
You're just saying that. Stop it.
So he says, "Okay, well, I'm pretty positive I know where we need to go. The question is, all right, so break. Which one of you are going to bring your kobei character with you? I'm allowing it. You just control both characters."
Oh god. Oh shit. I am not ready for this.
Well, we're heading 50 years back into the campaign, so kind of hope that you guys will get the idea, like, we're going to have to use both, maybe. Anyways.
I thought you'd ask for them.
No, well,
Character sheets.
I didn't. Anyway.
Oops.
I'll use mine.
Yeah, I'll use mine too.
Okay.
Yeah, if she's around, I'll be playing her.
That's fine.
All right, Dale, you have an option. If you got a character that you can throw out that's already like a level 1 and just buff it up to what level was kobei characters?
4.
Make a character. Make it 4 right now. Go.
So, if you have a spare character that you can buff up to level 4 pretty quickly, that would help. If not, you can just make one in your mind and make the sheet later.
I have a random tiefling at level 3 that I used for a one-shot like 6 months ago that I could bump up a level.
That'll work for me.
Figure out if she gets anything at level 4, which I just think it's an ASI. Oh, and slow fall.
Hey, monks.
Yep. Okay. It's not bad. Plus.
God, this is gonna be some like split personality kind of crazy shit.
Yeah. Be awesome.
Going from like extremely perky to extremely stoic and emotionless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Brendan. So, three of the people in here already played the kobei campaign, and so what I was going to have them do is play their other character at the same time as this one. But since you don't play that campaign, do you have a 3rd or 4th level character that you could use really easily? And if it's a 3rd or 2nd level or 1st level, you can bump it up to 4th. I'm having Dale do the same thing. Sorry, I should have planned that ahead a little bit further, but I was kind of indisposed and didn't think that far ahead, so I apologize.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the name in the chat so people know.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Surprise, we went from 5 characters to 10 in one day.
I doubt this is going to be permanent.
Oh yeah. Ooh, it's fur. Fancy.
Super fancy.
Yeah, I know how you feel, Alex. I got to go from being Orin to Alonia.
I figured you'd like this.
Super stoic to super perky.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good, bro. I do what you gotta do.
So what do we need? Party-wise, what do we need? Or what you were telling me about Jube, Chapo.
I am Jubei. It's okay.
Sorry.
So, we have just about a little bit of everything. So, realistically, play what you want to play. Honestly.
So I've got Trista. I'll go with Harley.
Okay. Works for me. Just
All right,
bump
so
them-
you need
bump
to
them
find the
up
crossbars of balance. Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea where they're supposed to be.
This way!
I already have enough of you in my party. Shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Why are you yelling at me? I was simply speaking my mind, goddammit.
What I want to see is you talk as both your characters at the same time.
No. That ain't happening.
I know, I'm just saying that would be kind of cool. Well, I'll tell you what, if you could do that, I'll give mad props to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So while you guys are doing that, Hans is like, yeah, I think I can get most of them, and shouldn't be a problem. He says, I've been doing some searching, and I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. He says, but to get there, we're definitely going to need all the help we can get. He says, we've been dealing with this demon named Shinzo, and he already had got a hold of Prince Kage once and cursed him for a little bit. So just be wary.
Clack's gonna go up to Paloma and pull on her side and be like,
Princess, did you hear that? There's a prince.
Oh my gosh! I've never met another prince before. Do you think it's like meant to be?
I don't know. Maybe he's really handsome and then a gnome, and then you guys can ride off into the sunset together.
Sure! Yeah!
Well, it'd be nice to slay a demon for a change, than rather ignoring them or working with them. That'd be nice.
He's like, hey, we got you here. I didn't say it was going to be easy or you're going to like it. He says, but it ends to a means, right?
I'm well aware. Just speaking my mind.
Oh yeah, I should post like Yasu's stats. It's a thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could Can we summon the Razbean?
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't know if is he around? Have you guys seen him on chat or anything?
I played the morning game with him.
Hey, Timmy's on Discord. I just messaged him.
I just sent him a message in general chat on the main server. Because I think he had a character here.
I think he did too. It's been so damn long since I played it. I'm not really sure.
Oh, you actually used that picture. Wow. I kind of can't remember the picture that I used for her last.
She had pigtails.
She had a lot of hairstyles, man. She changes her hair like every other day. Can't use that.
I just remember the pigtails. I know Hanzo liked them.
God damn it. Oh, I just found it. Kind of remembered it.
They like Sandra's character too. Fun times it was. East of Berlin. Can you guys hear this?
A little bit, but I can't really understand it.
Okay. Here, I'll play it like this.
あなたの運命へようこそ。
Did you hear that time?
Yeah. Don't know what it is.
It's Japanese for Welcome to Your Doom.
Cool.
Awesome.
Except it's in a lady's voice and not the demon's voice. I don't want to. But maybe he has a woman's voice and just looks like that red guy. Picture. Hey, nice pick.
Ah.
Ooh, new suit for Kiara. Nice. Hanzo likes that.
Oh, gross.
Huh? Don't hate. Hanzo loves you too. Not like that, man.
Don't really appreciate that at all.
All right. I'm ready.
All right.
Oh, that's dope.
Sweet. Well, I wonder what hill dwarves look like in an Oriental campaign.
Probably like hill dwarves.
No, I mean like cosmetically wise. I know they look like hill dwarf, but wonder if they carry on like these big cudgels that are like those big, like metal balls. You know what I mean?
Who knows?
Yeah.
And now I've got to look for a picture.
Well, you don't have to, but
Oh, I have to.
Oh wow. That's definitely a better picture than the other one. Alex, number 1.
Thanks.
It's cool.
Sorry. Speaking as Hanzo. Just keeping it real.
Just changes your outfit. Keep things interesting, you know.
That's just a bad one. All right. Let's see. All right. We think everybody's ready, yeah?
Mhm.
All right, Brendan, we're going to take off. You good with that? You know?
Yep.
All right. So, here we go. So, Hans was like, all right, we shouldn't have any problem. This is, I'll send for him real quick. And he pulls out this little raven figurine. And he says a command word, and it turns into a silver raven. And he tells the raven, go find Hyatsu and tell him to come meet me here. And Raven flies off. So, about I'd say about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, you see the 5 kobei people riding towards you guys on horses. And they all look at you guys, and you look at them, and you size each other up. Hanzo says, all right. He says, these 5 will help us, our 5, and we'll take care of Shinzo and find this item they need. He looks at Kage and he says, they are from the future. He says, and he looks at all 5 of the Kobe people and he says, do not ask questions of the future. It will not help you in any way, and you will possibly disturb the path the time is going to take on its own.
Matters not. If they help us defeat this threat, I don't care where they come from.
Good. He looks at Warren. He says, we're ready. Herschel says, all right. He says, I got to go. He says, I'll be back. He says, otherworldly things call me. And a door opens, and you can see Jubei and Steve and Baxter and one of the other ones playing poker at a table.
Hey, Jubei, I got an interesting deck for you to use instead of regular cards.
He says, I don't want your shitty cards. I'm already fucked as it is. He says, hey, good luck. And he throws out a sack at you guys. He says, good luck. And once Herschel through, the door closes.
I pick up the sack.
You know, that image would have made a really great painting.
Yeah. So, inside the sack is a rolled up image of what you just saw.
Clack, your dreams have come true!
I told you, I see the future.
Oh my gosh.
And you also there's another sack inside.
Sack within a sack.
The image to Clack, and I say, have fun with it. And I open up the inner sack.
All right. So you find a gem of elemental summoning. It's going to be actually a storm elemental. So the gem actually looks purplish, and it has energy coalescing inside. Actually, it looks like a Amanthara crystal on the inside of the purple crystal. And there's another damn thing. All right, so you find
it's gonna be a big ass combat.
Yeah,
I know.
So
I'm like getting ready to set some render sheets.
Yeah, you find a little paper goat with a 21 scribbled on it in crayon.
I'll give
And-
that to Hiyatsu.
And you find a pack of now laters. Does anybody know what that is?
Nope.
Yes, Rusty will take those.
Oh my god. All right.
This is the 21 goat salute, right?
Yes.
I'm just Horn's gonna hand it to him, and he's just gonna be like, "Sorry, what the fuck is this?"
All right.
I
And-
hate explaining it every time.
He doesn't know. He's never met Jubei in his fucking life.
I know. I was saying that in character.
And then you pull out this large paper, and it takes actually like 2 seconds to pull it out. It's this big cardboard cutout of a bugbear in plate mail with a two-handed sword. And on its chest, it has a little red dot that says "Push me."
Jubei magic. And I poke it.
All right, so the thing wobbles and then pop, and this bugbear appears with a two-handed sword, wearing plate mail, and he's got 5 gold earrings in one on his left ear and 5 platinum rings in his right ear. He's like, "Why am I here?" He's like, "Wait a minute." He reaches in his pocket and he pulls out this little coin, and you see the coin's got a face of Jubei on it. He's like, "God damn it." He's like, "Fine, you call your marker." Fuck. That was in the middle of shit. You see he's got like cuts and little blood spider on him. So he's like, "Well, so much for that weekend."
I'm
Is it-
sure it can be delayed to another time.
He says, "My name is Marble."
Say it again.
He says, "My name is Marble Red."
Marble?
Marble.
Oh,
As in the cigarettes?
Oh, heard marble.
And he pulls out a cigar and he lights it and he starts smoking it. He's like, "Who do we got to fuck up?"
A demon.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, his name is Shinzo.
I'm not expecting some of this.
Right. Marble's like, "Sounds like Shinzo. I seen you."
Well, considering with all the help we get, he should be Shitsu soon.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, let's end this once and for all.
All right. So, yeah, Herschel left his ladybug there too. And the ladybug comes over and nudges Paloma. He's like, "Bzz, bzz, 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 bzz."
Oh, are you trying to talk to me?
"Aren't you a druid?"
Yeah. Okay, give me a second. Ah! I'll cast Speak with Animals. I know I have it, but I don't know how long it takes to cast.
You just cast it. It's fine.
I cast it.
All right. So it's like, "Hey,
What?
oh, stop yelling. I can hear you."
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Herschel said that I'm supposed to help you until I die.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, ideally, we don't want you to die, but you know what? We'll get there. I'll
He's
just
like-
yell to the rest of the group. He's our friend. He's gonna help us till he dies, but we don't want that.
He's like, "That's fine." He says, "I could carry everyone, and even the furry guy here."
Everyone, get on his back. I got it.
Sorry, that's me. Forgot to mute this one.
Alright.
Everybody
Wow.
to the bug mobile.
Dee-nee-nee-nee.
Bzz, 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 bzz.
I get
Alright.
in the basket.
All right. So I'm taking everybody jumps in the basket.
Yes.
Hanzo says the mounts will head back to the castle. He walks by and he smacks them all in the rear.
1,
And,
2, 3. Last one kicks him in the dick. It's just like, oh.
And then you're on your way. So it picks up with a little bit of a problem, but not too bad. But once it starts moving, it kind of takes off like a chopper now. It tips forward. It's like and it flies over the tree line, and you guys are doing like map of the earth. She tells Paloma, says, everybody should strap in. We're going to get crazy in a little bit.
Hold on, everyone!
So there are seatbelts in there, so you can all like strap yourselves in.
It's like Islands of Adventure.
So you guys are flying, and you fucking bank really hard to the left, and you're like basically sideways, and you run up along the side of this mountain where the snow is, and you could hear the clack of. All right, so let's see. The name of the ladybug is Jim. So you feel Jim's feet or insect legs hitting the stone of the mountain as it runs across it and flies at the same time, and then he's dive bombing down between two peaks, and so you guys are having like a blast, and he's just like, whoa, unless you guys get
throwing my
seasick.
hands in the air.
Yeah.
Yatsu's getting sick.
He's probably moving about, you would say, 150 to 160 feet a second.
Jesus.
So he's like, and he's flying and shit. And so you're flying for about an hour, and Jim says, hey, that's it ahead. He says, right ahead, straight. He says, I'm heading straight at it. So you see a peak, okay? And on the side of the peak, you see this cave that looks like it's been melted into the mountain, okay? And there's a little ledge there. It looks, as you're getting closer, it looks like it's just big enough for Jim to land on and for you guys to jump off. He says, I'm going to have to do a hop and pop. He says, you're going to have to jump off because I don't know if this ledge is stable enough or not, and I'm kind of heavy.
Okay, everybody get ready to jump!
Orn will say, Alania will be like, yes, Saul, this is so exciting. And she'll like walk over to the edge. Orn just kind of just shakes his head. He's like, that's a bit crazy. And he's going to activate his ring for flight.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so
Rusty's going to fly off on his own, and Harlech is freaking out because flying.
All right, so
I'm going to fly up beside Rusty. And I say, you're not the only one now.
So
Rusty is so happy you can fly. You have no idea. Like, he almost falls out of the air. Now he's doing like loops and whirls around you. He has somebody to fly with.
All right, so the Jim flares, or that means his ass end drops, so that way his forward momentum will push him to slow down, and then he just kind of like lands on the thing. And when he lands, you could feel it kind of shake a little bit. He says, all right, off. You hear this bzz, 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 shit.
I think everyone will just get the cue and jump off.
No, everybody should be able to slide off. He stops
fly off.
Yeah, he stops beating his wings for a little bit, and he angles his wings so you could slide down his wing. And so everybody gets off. And then
Harlech immediately starts hugging the ground. She's so happy.
One character loves flight, one character hates it.
So he tells Paloma, he says, I'm gonna waste out here pretty soon, and I won't be able to be here when you are done.
Aww.
He says, I'll go back to the astral plane to home.
Okay, thank you for the help.
He says, yeah. And he pops out, and then he drops back to a little stone ladybug on the ground.
Oh, I pick it up.
All right.
Too
You look
bad
at
that won't do us much good.
you look at the bottom of the ladybug, and it says Herschel on the bottom of it.
It's not mine. It's
So-
Herschel's.
You better hope that Herschel is the command word, or we're gonna have a long journey back.
Okay. Well, you know what? I could potentially fly. It would take a very long time.
Yeah. So, you're at the entrance of this cave that looks like it looks basically like it's been melted into the rock. But the opening is about 15 feet high, and the tunnel going in is about 10 feet diameter or whatever. And you can just walk in. So,
Well, would stealth be prudent here, or should we just strut on in?
so that's what I was going to ask you guys. We can end it here, and the next round you begin from here, or we can get to the point where we're just about to start fighting and get into some of the combat and then end it. It's kind of up to you guys because I know everybody's got different timelines, and Alex said something about 3 o'clock.
I gotta go at 2:30 actually because I got called into work early.
Yeah. So I'm going to say we end it here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And we'll try and pick it up next Sunday if everybody's available.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty positive I am, unless something else comes up. So the XP will be 2 XP for this one, because we really didn't do a lot of combat, but it was a lot of RP heavy.
Rusty levels.
Yeah.
Yay! Welcome to level 8.
All right. So yeah, that's what we'll end it right here. So anybody watches, thank you very much. And I hope you watch some more. And I appreciate everybody coming in here on Father's Day. I know it's a busy day and all that stuff. So if anybody's got any questions,
Did the Kobei characters get the
Yes.
XP as well?
Oh gosh.
no, actually they'll get one because most of the RP was done with the Pantheway characters.
We're at 7 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. So, yeah, with that, we'll call it an end. So, hey, happy Father's Day to anybody that's a father. And I'll see you guys next time.
Happy Father's Day,
Happy
Chapo.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, so my kids, I don't know if you've seen them, like they bought these little Star Wars, like these tiny figurine things, right? That you get in like a pack of 2. They bought me like 10 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, I got like everybody. I got an Ewok. I got like 3 R2D2s, a Wookiee, 2 Darth Vaders, a Leia. I got 2 Boba Fett's, and I got an Ashoka and like I want to say it's a ghost of Luke when he was young. I'm not really sure, but it was pretty cool. I got other shit too, but I got the Tony Foes also.
Alrighty, guys. I gotta get to going. I'll see you all.
Take it easy, Alex.
Yes,
Have a good day at work.
See you later, man.
All right, bye.
Peace out, people.